Hi, welcome to the garden again. And I'm going to talk to it's about time, and it's about timing is probably one of the most difficult things for us to do in Tarot. It's people want to know when's this going to happen, and all we can have, we can see the predictive patterns, but exactly some specifics in them. Time is one of the ones that's pretty elusive to most readers, myself included. So I thought I'd give you some tips and tricks if you're into tarot about what to watch out for time. In general, tarot timing, they got the four suits: the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles. And as far as seasons go, the wands are spring, the cups are summer, the swords are fall, and the winter is pentacles. That's, to me, that's how I was taught. Trust me, every book you pick up is going to say something different, but what you need to do is play with it yourself and see what works out for you. Then, as far as the speed, when's it going to happen? Wands means days, cups means months, swords means weeks, and pentacles means years. Get a pentacle and a timing thing, and you're looking at something that ain't going to happen tomorrow. But then, as far as just overall timing, like quickly, slowly, mixed, whatever, wands mean quickly, cups mean mixed, swords mean quickly. So if you look at where those knights are in most cards, especially the Knight of Swords, he's always, I'm charging, I'm coming to get you. So that's him. And then pentacles mean slowly. And, if you've look at a Rider-Waite-based deck, a lot of times the Knight of Pentacles is just sitting on his horse, kind of looking around. In some decks, he's off the horse. I mean, he ain't going anywhere quickly. So, signs of timing in the major arcana. The Fool, when it shows up, if someone's asking a question, the Fool generally means suddenly and really soon, really soon. The World means it's something that's coming towards you, but it's slowly, because that's at the end of the major arcana. The High Priestess and the Hangman both mean patience, because if you think about the Hangman and the High Priestess, she doesn't let you know what's going on easily, and he's just going to hanging around. So that means patience. The Chariot means get out of my way. It means something's really roaring through you, or it's happening quickly around you. And then the Lovers is kind of an interesting card, because it means initially it's going to come towards you quickly, like all of the, I met this person I'm so in love with. And then there's a slow pulling back and slow return. So that's kind of in the major arcana. But then I thought I'd show you some other readings that I do that have to do with time. And the first one I'm going to show you is how to lay out a quarterly reading, like first quarter, second quarter. And in my case, I'm going to be doing the seasons. So the first season that's coming up, we're in spring. It just started, but I'm going to do summer, fall, winter, and then next spring. So I'm going to be looking that far forward. I'm going to be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards, because they're big, they're easy to see. And I'm going to put the camera down so you can kind of see what's going on. No reason to look at my paperwork, but there. Okay. There's one. Oops, turned her over too quick. This is summer, fall, winter, and spring. These would be the next four seasons. Now, if you're in a business that has a quarterly cycle that's based on calendar months or something like that, then you could do that this way. So this is the first one. It's over here. And this says that this summer is going to be High Priestess time. Meditate, turn inward, discover your soul's true desire. This is not a time for action. It's a time to develop your intuitive skills and wisdom. Remember, I said the High Priestess means not soon. Then in the fall, we're going to have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups in this deck, she's sitting on the side of the shore, but she's got a lid on her cup. And that's kind of something a lot of readers make a deal about. In other words, she's not letting stuff out. So this fall means being loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others, but for not forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, deep love for family, follow your heart. And also means that as far as if you look at the symbolism of what she can mean in the fall, it means that there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We may not be completely aware of it, but by winter's going to be interesting. There's going to be a stalemate, being unable to or unwilling to make choices. Next winter may be a time when a lot of the sort of fissures of our country come to light, and it's just going to take time for people to get past it. But if that shows up in a personal chart, it usually means overanalyzing the situation. So it's just kind of let it happen. Winter's not going to be a decisive month. But next spring, it's action time. By next spring, there will be victories in general. Wise choices are being made, public recognition for the success of some things that are going on, promotions, rewards, and scholarships. So what I'd say is, for someone who got this reading, is summer and fall are going to be kind of quiet times. It's going to be time for you to decide where you want to go next. Then we're going to have a period of, you may know where you want to go, how you're going to get there. So there's going to be some indecision, but by spring, you're ready to go. Okay. Now, let's look at a reading that I do. I usually do it at New Year's, and it's a month after month reading. Cards to shuffle. Well, that's sad. That's just the saddest shuffle I've done in years. It really, truly is. Okay, we're going to try this again. And if that happens again, I'm going to get a different deck. This one doesn't want to read anymore. Oh, it heard me thread, so it decided to shuffle. Okay. This is, we're going to do the next 6 months. So that's going to be May, June, July, August, September. Mouse over there. October, that would be the 3 months. Yeah, let's go to the end of the year. October, November, December. We're going to do them too. May as well wrap it up, make it a year thing. And then I usually lay a smaller deck of cards on them. And I happen to like, if this is where I'm going, yes, it is. I happen to like the Hanson-Robert deck. I like it because it's a clear contrast to the formality of these larger cards. And it's a good little deck. It's very graphic and it's very interesting. When I came up with reading this style, I had to come up with a monthly reading because I was going to be reading on New Year's Eve at ×10, the wine bar where I used to read. And everybody wanted to know what's going on for the next year. That's a big deal, you know, on New Year's. So this is May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And traditionally, I only read this particular reading at the new year, but because I get lost. Okay, the first month is May is going to be a month of renewal. And the 10 of Cups, right side up or upside down, it doesn't make a difference. It still means happy family time. So I think that people are going to start feeling renewed and like they're going into something new. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, times to turn in a new direction. So that says that in May, it's going to be a time for us to move in a new direction. June, money coming in again. And what windfall of abundance. That's the Ace of Pentacles. See, she's carrying the little Ace of Pentacles and thing. Windfall of abundance, a wise counsel, good fortune, and that's June. And then it's going to be in the world of business because it's got the Two of Rods, which is more the world of business and that sort of stuff. Then July, looks like the 4th of July. Looks like we may all be able to get together by the 4th of July. Victory. It's going to be seem to us very victorious. It's not going to be everything we want. The star, our total goals have not been reached, but it's going to feel a lot better. August, I think August, the country is really going to open up. I think July, some stuff, but by August, we're going to get out of jail, get released from a prison that it was more of an illusion of entrapment. And I've been talking with somebody else about that today, that some of this feeling of being caged, some people have been caged, but it's actually freed them to do things they wouldn't have done otherwise. And the Queen of Pentacles always is a good, wise woman who gives good counsel. It also means a lot of money coming in your direction. September. Oh, okay. Embrace the true love, deep, intimate friendships, make choices from the heart. So September is going to be a time where people are going to feel more coming together. It's a time for recovery. And it's not necessarily a time for new endeavors, but it's a time to recover and understand where we are. It may not be easy to move forward then, but it'll be better than October is the King of Swords. And this is the most, he just really looks bored with things, but intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or someone who's emotionally unavailable. Now, guy looks pretty emotionally unavailable as far as I'm concerned. But for all of that in October, it's going to be time we're going to be moving forward. We're going to be in the chariot. We're going to feel we're in the driver's seat. We're going to feel like things are opening up. Then November, I did an earlier reading on this. November does become the Emperor card. That's when the structure starts to really take in and help us. And it's going to be a time in November of opposing positions, but who's ever in the Emperor's seat is going to be the one who wins. It said, walk away from drama. You don't need it. You can fulfill your ambitions without getting wound up in someone else's, reflecting someone else's drama, like that guy is in the mirrors here. And December is going to be kick-ass. It's going to be the 8 of Wands. It's just going to be, things are really going to start moving. People are going to understand how they're moving. There's so much going on. There's almost too much going on, and stressed by positive opportunities, unexpected events, and rapid changes. The ability to multitask, and people are really going to start traveling. I think there's going to be a really busy holiday season, and it's going to be a time when people feel there's still going to be a lot of the health problems and things floating around, but people are going to feel like we're headed in the right direction. So the May, June are going to be quieter months, more introspective. Everybody's going to want things to open up. They're going to have to pull back, maybe not open up as quickly. July is going to be a great month where we're going to feel like things are beginning. We're going to see light at the end of the tunnel. Then August looks really, really good. Whenever people are going to feel like, I get out of here, I'm not imprisoned. That means that they're going to have to make choices. That's going to be the first thing that's going to happen when this kind of self-imposed things that the confinement we've had imposed upon us is going to come to, or that we chose to self-impose. We're going to have to make choices, and it's going to make deciding which way to go harder. But by October, everybody's going to be ready to think it through and not make emotional choices, but go out and get moving. November is going to be a great month, but don't get involved in the drama. Get involved in the structure and what you can do the things you can do. You can't cure everybody. And December is just going to be a fun time. People are going to be moving forward. So that's a month over month reading. And then we're going to do a week reading. Like, I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was in school, we used to have a thing called a weekly reader. It's like a little newspaper that was training us to read newspapers. I'm sure they don't do anything like that anymore because kids don't read newspapers, but we're going to do a week reading, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to focus on my week coming up because this week I'm wrapping up readings, and next week I go into build week. So those people who are waiting on grids, I'm going to be building them the end of this week and next week. Tomorrow I'm going to the rock shop, get my rocks, and so that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing. Let's see if the cards tell me I might be doing something different. So this is tomorrow. This is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, I always count because sometimes I get lost. And then the 8th card, this card gives me another look at the overall feeling of the week. See the first things happening. Tomorrow. Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to get to the rock shop, right? Well, it may be that I end up staying here. Tomorrow is tax day, so I do have to do some stuff about doing some stuff with taxes. And the next day, and it's also going to be hard to get my rear into gear. I've got a couple readings that are going to chop up my time, but I really want to get to the rock shop because I don't want to go to the rock shop on this day. It looks like this may be the day I go to the rock shop. This is the day when I'm going to be out moving around, moving some things around, getting changed. It's Saturday. Sunday, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to hang where I am and get ready for a busy week. When I build, it's a very busy week. Monday, oh, cool. I'm going to feel great balance and I love it when I'm building grids. It makes me feel very balanced. And it's Tuesday I'm not going to have anybody offering me things I don't want, which means I'm going to turn my phone off and just focus on what I want to do. And then Friday, this Friday is going to be, I can tell you, that's pretty much how I feel when I'm mailing stuff out. I feel like I have the Ace of Swords going for me. I know I'm moving and then I get things packed and then I have to have to deal with the postage and pack up the boxes. And that's not something I really like to do, but it's going to be overall a great week. As long as I stay focused on the task at hand and what I'm sharing with people, I'll have a good week. So yay me. Okay. Lovely view of my palm print there. Okay, now I just ran through that stuff really quickly. If you are interested, below there will be my email address and you can email me and I will send you PDFs of those readings, how to lay the cards out and, really quick summary of what they mean. And in that, I also have a grid about the timing for the seasons by the 4 suits in the tarot and the different ways it means, whether it means the season, whether it's the timing, or sort of how quickly or how slowly things are going to happen. I also have a little paragraph there about major arcana when that shows up in a timing reading. So it's all about time, guys. And right now, that's what my life's all about, finding enough time to do all the things I need to do, pay Uncle Sam. I'm in a debate. I think I'm going to have to cheat and go into a tax service because one way I read it, I don't have to send them a quarterly statement. Another, maybe send a statement, but I don't need to send them any money. And another one says, yeah, you do. So I may just go bite the bullet. It's really sad about this, guys. In a former life, I was a tax accountant and I really hate taxes. In some quarters, I paid over 1,000 different tax returns to state and locals for a transportation company. And I really learned to totally hate tax forms doing that. So when it's tax day, it's like, oh, but I have all my numbers together. I just need to figure out if what I'm reading is what I'm reading or what I'm reading is with the jaundiced eye. Other things that have happened. I went and got my driver's license, got it renewed. I went, as of tomorrow on the 15th, our beloved governor has decided he doesn't want to get rid of voters by taking them off the rolls. He just wants to make us all extinct. So he's opening the state up again when we have all the variants in our state. So they were going to open up and they're telling them, like the DMV, you have to do the cattle call rooms, do all that stuff. What they've been doing for COVID is to have you go in at an appointed time. I have been getting driver's licenses for 50 years in Texas now. Every 10 years, you have to go renew. So this was the 5th time I had to do it. This time, I walked in. I had my mask on, everything. They put a wrist thing around my wrist. I had a number. They called me up. They looked over my paperwork, had me fill out some documents, restating that I am who I say I am. In Texas, you have to have a birth certificate and proof of your Social Security, if that's the other document you want to use. And they had the seniors actually all in one space so that we weren't even out with the youngins that might have been playing and out and being bars and things. And my appointment, they said I'd be out by 5. I got there at 4:30 and I was out at 5. And I can guarantee you, I have spent days of my life. I would never get back again from the DMV. and waiting in long lines and then waiting in crowded cattle call rooms. I think this is a much better system. It's much more humane. There were people who were just showing up at the door, banging on it, saying, this state's supposed to be open. You have to let me in. And the guy went out there, and they had a good bouncer. He went out there and said, no, we don't, and just slammed the door. Anyway, I enjoyed it. What I really enjoyed was getting my picture of me 100, because I count my weight loss from when I really started concentratedly losing weight. So I've lost 100 pounds from there, but I was 35 pounds more than that at one point. And I am now still holding on to my weight loss. As a matter of fact, I've lost 30 pounds since COVID started. And I went to see my doctor, and she said, oh, I can name you any number of my patients who've caught that 30 pounds. But I'm not responsible for you getting 30 pounds. You ate the food, that's your deal. Anyway, I'm starting to cough. Time for me to go. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. We're going to do a great show from a woman named Kelly, who was inspired by my grids. And she came up with a prettier grid than I've ever built in my life. And I think that's wonderful. I'll see you then.